Y'all come on in. I'm giving y'all time to come in. But let me tell y'all something that I need y'all to do. What I need for y'all to do, I need for you guys to jump off of here real quick. But first, I need you to go on YouTube, hit the share button, mesh copy link, go over there to Facebook, and double tap where you will make a status at mesh paste, and share this live on your pages, please. While on. Woo! Hey everybody. No, you didn't miss the interview, Yvette. Y'all come on in, Angie. Come on in, Aisha, Coco, y'all come on in. Make sure y'all share this video. Make sure if you just not jumping on, please go ahead and go mesh share on YouTube and mesh copy link. Go to your Facebook where you will make a status at, double tap it in that space, mesh paste, and then share it to your live, to your Facebook pages, please, because we got to get the word out. And thank y'all for everybody. Thank y'all for everybody that's doing it. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, everybody. This interview is going to be a hard one. I just want to put a trigger warning. If you are triggered by domestic violence, jump off of here, because I'm not trying to trigger anybody. But if you can stand strong, please show her a lot of love in the comments. She can't see the comments right now unless she look at another device. But please show her a lot of love so that when she go back and she watch this video, she can gain strength from the love that y'all showing her. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank y'all. Somebody please go share it in the group. Give me 1 second, because I'm finna go share it on my pages. I'm gonna share it on my pages real quick. Make sure y'all share it on y'all's, because this is a very this what we do. And to the people who watch and support me, you guys know that this is the real work. This is what I'm really about, is this right here. I'm trying to see why I don't see the video where I can share it. Okay. All right. So thank everybody for coming in. I just want everybody to know that my block game's still strong. And if you come on here with that bull crap, if you come on here, I understand that his family and stuff might want to come on here and all of that kind of stuff like that, and defend his name, you will promptly be blocked. You know what I'm saying? Just on period. You're gonna be blocked. You're gonna be blocked out. You're gonna be blocked out here. This is not the day or the time to be coming on here voicing your opinion. Call your people on the phone and talk to them. Okay? This ain't the time. So as you guys know, today we have Shanda Avery on here, and she's on here to tell her story about surviving death, kind of, and we also have Avita Higgins on here. She's Quincy Kemp's brother. Me sister, sorry. She's Quincy Kemp's sister, and she's on here to speak her piece, and also she's on here for moral support. So thank everybody for joining us. Shanda, thank you for being so brave. Alvita, thank you so much for coming on here because I know you a beast, a warrior. You ready. Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna just get right on into the interview. So Shanda,
Yes, ma'am.
welcome.
Thank you.
So what I want to first start out with is, I want you to walk us through that day about what happened, um, because we thank God for you, and we thank God that you are here to tell your story because you are literally we looking at a miracle right now.
Yeah.
Um, so Christmas. Well, first we'll just start from the beginning. How did you and your husband, y'all divorced, right?
Right.
Okay. And when you decided to leave the marriage, how did you meet Quincy?
Me and Quincy, we actually met at a hit house. We
Oh,
met at
y'all
a
was
hit house.
see, y'all was having a good time. I
Yeah.
know about the house.
We met at the hit
Okay.
house.
So when you first met Quincy, what were your thoughts about him when you first met him? Because we're gonna get into the good stuff. I want to know what I want. We're gonna get the happy stuff first. The stuff that see, because some about him making you smile right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all went to the hit house, you had your little clothes on and stuff, and he came up in there all handsome and all that kind of stuff. And when you did he approach you
He
or did
did.
you say something to him?
He approached me. I actually, my girl Stacy had took me out to the hit house. I never been. In Pritchard. Um, me and Maurice went to New Orleans for my birthday to celebrate. He embarrassed me, drunk, and embarrassed me. And Stacy, took me to the hit house to get my mind off things. And Quincy came up to me, asked me to buy me a drink. You know, you going through some shit with another. Oh, excuse me, you going through some stuff with another man. You ain't really trying to, talk to somebody else. But I eventually, allowed him to, buy me the drink. We talked and, you know, exchanged numbers, and so that's how we met at the hit house. Yeah,
Okay. So when did you guys decide to make it official that y'all were going to be a couple?
in May. In May.
In May.
Yeah,
Okay.
in May.
Um, what was it about Quincy that attracted you to him?
After I got to know him, it was things that you want in a man that they don't do, like open up doors, pull your chair out when you go out to eat. Um, what really, really made me just fall in love with Quincy is he prayed. When he prayed over me, when he prayed with me,
Take your time.
that's what uh that's what made me fall in love with Quincy. A praying man. That's what I love. Any man that will pray over you and for you and with you, that's the type of man that you will want. And that's what he was. He
Okay.
was a gentleman. I'm sorry.
No, no, you don't have to apologize for nothing. You ain't got nothing to apologize for.
So that's what I loved about Quincy. He
Okay.
he made me number one. You know, he made me number one. It was, we had our little disagreements, but it was never a shouting match. It was, we're gonna talk it out right then and there. We're not gonna leave angry. We're not gonna go to bed angry. It was that.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go into y'all pray for her strength in the comments. So You ended up divorcing your husband. You and Quincy ended up becoming an item, and you fell in love with him. Um, there was an incident where he tried before this incident that took Quincy's life. There was an incident where he tried to kill you guys before. Can can you go into detail and tell us what happened?
Um, we were asleep, and it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We heard the dogs barking, but they bark all the time. And Quincy decided to get up to go pee, and he smelled smoke. So he was checking, like the little space heaters we had, and he went in the living room, and that's when he called my name. He was like, "The house on fire! The house on fire!" And so he put on his shoes, and it was just smoke all in the living room. It was coming, towards the hallway where we were. I mean, it was just smoke everywhere. So he told me don't come outside. I stood at the door, and he was checking around the house, and uh, you could smell the gas. I mean, you could just smell it. It was, it's gas. And he checked all over. He said somebody poured gas all on every car that was in the yard. My car, his dad's truck. I mean, it was poured all around the house. It wasn't poured on the ground. It was on the ground, but it was all on the house itself. And they tried to light the what they did, like the paper, and it lit the door. But if you don't know the house, the door is aluminum, so it didn't catch fire. It kept, around the frame and all that. But yeah, that's what happened on Thanksgiving Day.
And let me ask you this: Were what were was his kids? How many children do you have by Maurice?
One.
Was his child in the home at the time?
No,
Okay,
no. It was just me
okay,
and Quincy.
okay. All right. So take us to, it was Christmas, right?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve, when this when he succeeded in taking away your your Prince Charming, um, what happened? And take your time. We got all day. It's okay.
We had been up, drinking, and we were uh we were actually supposed to leave that night, the 23rd of December, to go see his mom and my sister in Chicago. And we both decided, we're gonna enjoy each other, the that night. And we were drinking and, having a good time, enjoying each other. And we decided to go out and just hit a couple of blocks, in that morning. And we hit a couple of blocks, and we just came back to the house because I needed my cigarettes. And we pulled up, and his dad was there, and his brother Mike ended up pulling up. His dad wanted a ladder that was out the house. Quincy went in the house and got the
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have nothing to apologize about. Mm, mm, mm.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
No, 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 no. Take your time. Mm. Whew.
Quincy went in the house and got the ladder, and they tied it down. And I'm kind of intimidated by his dad. I sat in the truck, and they end up pulling off.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I can't do this out.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right now, you in yourself.
Yeah.
You got 8 kids that you need to get home. You can do it.
Yeah. You got it, Chandra.
You got it.
Got it. We
We
are
got
here
we got
supporting
all
you.
day. We got all day.
I should have thought. I should have never wanted them cigarettes.
No, no, no. We not gonna. You not. I'm not gonna let you sit here and blame yourself about something that you had no control over. We gonna sit right here. You
So
got some grand people.
he was standing in the yard and he told him, get out the truck as a dad. And Mike had pulled off. I can't do this.
Yes, you can. You can and you will. Yes, you can. You can and you will. You fighting for your life and your freedom. You can and you will. And we gonna sit right here till you get it together. You don't got to rush or none of that.
My Lord. You got it. You got it. It's your story. Tell it. Everybody needs to know what he did to you. And Quincy.
So I get out the truck.
Mm, you got it.
I get out the truck and the truck was still running because we were just going in to get my cigarettes and come back out and hit a couple more blocks. And went in and
You can do it. Just take your time. It's okay. You can do it. Ain't nobody sitting on here expecting for you to be no big bad. Everything you feeling right now, we completely understand.
we went in and Quincy sat down on the couch. And I was looking through my purse for my cigarettes. And we didn't hear anything. Like nothing. It was like we didn't hear nothing. And I looked up and there was Maurice. I mean, he was in the room. Just
Where did he come in the house? How did he get in the house?
he didn't come through the front door because anybody that knows that house, that front door squeaks. I mean, you can hear it from where we were. And I mean, from what the police said, they said that he had to have already been in there just waiting. Um, from what the police told us is that he pushed the air conditioner in and climbed in and put the air conditioner back in the window. So he had already been in there. Um, okay.
I'm gonna step in while you get yourself together, Sandra. We have footage of him pushing in the air conditioner window, climbing through the window, putting the air conditioner back in the window. That was at about 6:45 to 7 o'clock. He then stayed in the house until then. The shooting happened at about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
He sat there, watched from wherever he was at. He watched Quincy come in the house, get the ladder from my dad, come back out the house, put the ladder on the truck, and they stayed out there an additional time drinking coffee and talking. That's their regular routine. That's what they do. My dad comes over there, checks on Quincy. They go to work together. He roof with him. My brothers-in-law, they stick together, and that's what they do. So that's how he got in the house. That's not a legend. That's facts. And he sat there and he had time to think, to change his mind. He had time to leave. He didn't do any of that. He watched
Premeditated murder.
premeditated. He watched Quincy come in and out the house, and he never approached him until him and Sandra came back in the house. Now, Sandra, I'm gonna give it back to you, and you can kind of share what happened next. I know it's tragic, but we're going to get justice, and we want people to turn him in, wherever he is. So, Sandra, you got this. You were in the house. You saw it firsthand. You know what happened. So that's how he was in the house. So,
Okay.
Sandra, I'm gonna give it back to you.
Okay, so Quincy was sitting on the couch. He was digging in the side of the couch looking for a pack of Black and Mild because that's what they usually are. And I was digging in my purse looking for my cigarettes. And when I looked up, Maurice was in the room, just standing in the middle of the floor. Didn't say a word. And all I seen next was his arm just reach up and he had the gun. I yelled Maurice, and Quincy said, "Come on, man, come on." And that's when I ran. And before I can get, if anybody's been in the house lately, there's a piano in this hallway by the bathroom. Before I can get to that door, I heard the first shot. I ran out the house. I don't even believe I even run. I didn't believe I even hit the steps running. I think I just jumped out the door. And that's when I heard the shot. And when I heard the shot, that's when I fell to the ground. And I just kept hearing bang, 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 but I couldn't get up. Every time I tried to get up, it was like something was weighing me down. Um, and at some point, I guess I lost consciousness. From my understanding, he was standing over me, shooting me, um, and I was shot 16 times.
Where were you shot at?
I was shot 4 times in my stomach, 7 times in my butt. Um, I got two in the leg right here. I got two in the leg right. These two, the one that hit the major arteries in my thigh. And I sent you all that. But it's two on this side. So it's the 411, 12, 13, 14, 15, the one right here in my leg. And I showed you that picture right there in my leg. But the one that hit my major artery is the one that made me bleed out. I had to have 6 pints of blood. Um, they revived me, or I died on the way, on the scene, on the way to the hospital. I died again during surgery. Um, they called in the family. They didn't think I was going to survive. But yeah, yeah,
Okay. So okay, so they take you into surgery. Once they take you into surgery, you pass away again.
right, right.
Um,
But before, I know, when I was before, I didn't remember seeing anybody. Um, when I was lying on the ground, I remember hearing people. The doctor said sometimes when you're, you get shot and your trauma to your body, sometimes just some of your senses, you lose some of your senses. But I do remember asking him where Quincy was with all my breath. I do remember, just looking at movies, you know, tell them before you do die who did this to you. And I kept saying Maurice Ashton, my ex-husband, is the one that shot me in Quincy. And I kept asking him where Quincy was. And I did tell him, call my son. I gave him a phone number. I mean, with every breath, like in and out of consciousness, I just kept asking him where Quincy was. And the police can, verify that, and Alvita knows that. But I let them know with every breath I had before they took me and they were working on me on the scene. Maurice Ashton, my ex-husband, did this to me and Quincy.
Okay. So you go to the hospital. You had he had shot your bowels out.
My bowels out, yeah.
Okay. What kind of trauma did your body um go through with him shooting your bowels out? What changed physically for you when that happened?
Um, I got the cut from here all the way down to my pelvis. There was 50 stitches. I ended up having to have a second surgery on that because it's set infection. I had to have an NG tube down my nose to suck the bowels out because I could not go to the bathroom. I still can't, I got to have suppositories to help me. Um, and that was disgusting. I had to do that for 7 days. I couldn't eat nothing. I had I still have the three IVs. My potassium went down. Um, when somebody shoots out your bowels, your stomach is not the same. Um, a baby eats more than I do. I've lost over 20 pounds. Even if I, take any medication by mouth, that little bit of water fills up my stomach. So I'm full for most of the day. So that's why I'm losing so much weight. But yeah, um, the shots to my leg, um, I can't feel. It's numb. My thigh is numb. From the knee down, I can't feel anything. I broke.
So you can't walk.
Right, right. My toe is broken for life. I have a rod in my hip because he shot out my hip. That's gonna be in there for life. They told me I'm in the near future, within the next 5 years, I'm gonna have to have a total hip replacement. Um, that toe that's broken, they want to do take out my ligaments so the swelling can come down because it's gonna be permanently swollen. I have a this boot that they gave me to sleep with to take some of the swelling down at night. I have a boot, with my walk because I have a walker. I have a bedside commode, things of that nature. Um, but yeah, I mean, I can't do normal things that I used to do. I'm not gonna be able to wear a shoe anymore on that foot. So yeah, yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the moment when you became conscious. When did you learn that Quincy had been murdered?
Um,
What give me that moment. You're in the hospital. Who comes in and tell you that he had passed?
um, Detective Martin. Detective Martin is the one that told me from
What did he
Quincy
say?
Police.
Department?
Uh, right.
Okay.
He came in and he asked me how I was doing. I couldn't really talk because I was on the ventilator. Um, and he told me that he said Quincy is no longer with us.
Okay.
So
So
yes,
when you
ma'am.
got the news that
Mm,
he had passed, um, what was your initial thought process and reaction?
I told him he was lying. I told him he was lying. He had to be lying. So he had to be lying. He told me no, he's gone.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, y'all.
No, I ain't. Please don't apologize. Okay. So, Alvita, I'm gonna bring you into the conversation, and I'm gonna let her get herself together.
Okay.
When did Quincy's family get word of what had happened and that he had passed?
Well, actually, a neighbor called me on Facebook and said, Vita, you need to call somebody. It's a shootout going on at Quincy's house. And I heard that it's between, Quincy and his girlfriend. It's a shootout. And I said, what? And at the time, remind you, this happened so fast. I mean, it happened like immediately. It's like, I don't know if he was watching to see when my dad and my brothers had left. So I called my dad. I said, Dad, somebody just called me on Facebook and said it's a shootout over there in Pritchard at Quincy's house. My daddy said, no, it ain't. I just left there. Mind you, my dad hadn't even got to the corner of North Avenue yet. He was probably just turning on Wilson Avenue. He said, I'm gonna go back. I just left that. Literally 5 minutes. He goes back. I get another call back on Facebook from the same girl. She said, Vita, sit down. I can give you the screenshots and show you how close the times are. And I said, sit down, why? She said, because they say he gone. Quincy is gone. I called my dad back and I said, Dad, what happened? And he said, it ain't looking good, baby. They had put him in a police car. By that time, people were calling my sister Tasha on Facebook saying, Tasha, your brother has been shot. Somebody needs to come. I don't know. It just seemed like it just seemed like the word just went out like that instantly. So we're trying to figure out like what happened. Like what happened. So I'm like, no, my brother ain't dead. But the first phone call, when the young lady called me, you can hear it was still going on. It happened just that fast. It was still going on. And the second phone call, you could hear the ambulance. So my dad had got back, and just that fast, I didn't even know Pritchard could move that fast. Because when my dad got there, the police was getting there. Like, I don't know if you from Pritchard, North Avenue, you go up Wilson Avenue, you turn by Leo's, you come back down, come back on Beck Avenue. It was like a quick turnaround. And so we were all in shock because my dad and my two brothers hadn't been gone 10 minutes. It was just tragic. Like, they hadn't been gone. So the shit was it was fucked up. I mean, and at that time we didn't know who Shanda was. My dad knew because he had just saw her. He physically saw her in the car. She was sitting in the car when my dad was in Quincy. They were getting ready to go do a job. My sister was like, I just talked to Quincy yesterday. This didn't happen. So it was like that, and then for him to come back on Christmas Day, we couldn't grieve. We was going back to the house. Then we get a call to say the house is on fire. They called my sister early Christmas morning to say the house is on fire. Again, we see Maurice's car pulling in the backyard, setting up the back way where his room is, setting the house is on fire. Then the day of Christmas Eve, the day of the shooting, come to find out that he was parked at the top of the hill watching the commotion.
Wow.
Like he wanted to make sure that they were dead. For the first 3 days, the police said it was a double homicide because they couldn't tell nobody because she had actually died. But when they brought her back, the first 3 days, they were saying it's a double homicide. So he thought he had finished the job. So I guess for his closure, he was coming back to burn the house down. And, you know, it's evil. It's evil. The more we talk to people, the more we talk to some of his ex-girlfriends, this is his MO. He's scared of rejection. Anytime a woman told him it was over, he tried to hurt her. He tried to burn him up or something. He's really infatuated with fire, because we've heard at least 3 stories of women saying about him trying to burn up the car, burn up the house. You know, then we see that he stalked them. The more we talk to Sandra, he tried to run them off the road. He sent Sandra text messages saying that he's going to kill himself, but he didn't kill himself. He killed my brother. So he didn't even make good on that, but he would sit in front of her house and stalk her. We sent you the restraining order. He would sit in front of her house. That's why she couldn't stay at home. That's why she was at my brother's house. Pritchard was so lazy to do the paperwork after he set the house on fire on Thanksgiving, and they showed them that he set the house on fire. They still would not make it where he couldn't come to my brother's house. So I don't want to get rammed up because I really want people to understand the type of person that we are dealing with, Maurice Stashington. He's a monster. He's premeditated. He had time to think about his decision when he was sitting in my brother's house. He had been there at least an hour waiting for them to come home. He had time to change his mind and say, you know what? I ain't going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and leave. He didn't do that, though. And he shot my brother twice in the face. In the face.
He shot to kill.
He shot to kill. He stood over my brother after he told him, no, man, you ain't got to do this. He shot him twice in the face. We had to reconstruct his face to have a funeral. We need people to know this. We're not just mad for no reason. We had to reconstruct his face for a funeral. He blew his brains out. And he was in that house long enough to change his mind. And he did not do it. He did not do it. He shot Sandra so many times because she was running. We got video footage of him standing over her, unloading in her. He thought she was dead, and then he went back in the house. I don't know what he did when I don't know if he shot my brother more or he just went back to make sure he was dead. But this is what people need to know when they're out there helping him hide, when they helping him switch cars, when they helping him do whatever. I read a post today from his sister that said people are miserable. Yes, we are miserable. She gonna do a Cardi B. Listen, we ain't scared of no lawsuits. The fact is that if you love your brother, you would encourage him to turn himself in. You said you got money for him a lawyer. You said you got money. You said, his sister said, and I don't have to say allegedly with this because she said it in her statement. She gave him a lawyer. All he had to do was to go to the lawyer, turn himself in. He never did that. You got money, but you said you're going to fight with him to the end. But yet and still, allegedly, we hear people saying that she's sending him money. His cousin Charles just posted on Sandra's page yesterday and told her to keep her MF name out her mouth, out his shit. That's all. And then he went to his page and said he gonna keep on rolling. That's not acceptable. Right. You think we miserable? Your brother, your loved one put a stain on your name. Because we're going to make sure when people hear the name Sashington, they're going to remember what he did to my brother. They're going to remember what he did to Sandra, his baby mom. He got a child with her. She pushed a child out of her for him. But he was fighting to get custody of another child. That's facts, not allegedly. Because he want to be father of the year. How you going to get custody of another child but kill the baby mama of your other child?
Your wife.
Your wife.
Who you stood before God and took vows and made a commitment to.
A commitment. She gave him time after time. She submitted text messages. Listen, she told him, you could come see your baby. I ain't got to be there. But he wanted her to be there. She said, no, go over there and get her. I ain't got to be there. The doctor's appointment his sister spoke about in that statement, he never even showed up. He texted her the next day and said, I'm sorry, I ain't feel good. But he didn't tell his sister that he never even showed up. We got documentation. These are facts. So we need help. Preacher, Mobile, Theodore, Navico, wherever you sit, we need help. Y'all share this post because you're mad about all this other foolishness, but we need help. He's hiding in plain sight. He shaved his beard off. He's got a bald head.
We need to know that.
He's hiding in plain sight. He's jumping from car to car because his family member who posted on Sandra's page yesterday got a dealer's license. So he have different cars. So it's easy for him to get from car to car. And a young lady that's from Gulf Village, her last name Davis. I ain't going to say her first name, but she been letting him drive his car. These are facts because people saw him, took a picture and sent it to the detective. Ran the name, the car is in her name. So you women that is helping this monster who made it a point to kill his baby mama, ex-wife, their divorce was final January 4th, right, Sandra?
Right.
His sister said she gave him the money to go. How much was the divorce? It was $800. The child support was $800. But how much was the divorce, Sandra?
He paid $260 and I paid $218.
The divorce was done. It was just going through the ropes. They have nothing to separate.
We never lived together. We never ever lived together as a married couple.
Let me ask you about that.
Yeah.
So you married this man and y'all had never lived together.
Never.
Why didn't you live with your husband?
It was always first the issue with his daughter came up. And the social worker was like, she had to have her own room. Me having as many children I had at my home, she had to have her own room. In Chickasaw housing, it can only be two to a room. Mm-hmm. And the worker would have to come, and do visits. Okay, and then he wasn't working enough hours. There wasn't enough money coming in. It was always an excuse. But looking back now, that wasn't nothing but God. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for me and him to be together. That wasn't nothing but God. Looking back now. But we never, I mean, spend a night, we get a room, something like that, but we never, as a married couple, ever lived together. Because it was always something. It was always an excuse came up, wasn't enough money, couldn't find a place in a decent area, things of that nature. But we never lived together. So this
Okay.
double life that he was living, you know, partying, I didn't know nothing about.
Because I
So
know in your original statement, I shared the video here on Somebody's Business with Elvita. He had a drug habit that his family claimed to not know about. What was his drug of choice? Allegedly.
Cocaine, and we ain't gotta say allegedly because we got him on video hitting the coke with his brother. It's cocaine. He was a powderhead, and I talked to two of his prior ex-girlfriends, and that was the reason that they didn't get along. Because when they said he's sweet as pie. He's a narcissist. He's sweet as pie, but when he hit that line and when he get in his zone, they say he's somebody else.
Mm.
now he can
So
drink. He can
so
drink
Sandra
too.
thought he was just an alcoholic, and that's why he always jumped on her or came up against her or did. But nah, that nigga was going off that coke,
Let
that
me
white
ask you
powder.
something. Let me ask you something, Sandra. Um, did you experience any physical abuse during your relationship with Maurice?
No, he was never violent towards me. Never, not nothing. Only time that he would get all, big and bold, chest poked out is when he drunk. You know what I'm saying? He would embarrass me. I mean, when I say embarrassed, I'm not talking about, him calling me out my name and I walk off. I'm talking about walking down the street, yelling at the top of his voice. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh,
type of embarrassment.
Lord,
Or
I ask.
leaving me, you know. I mean, he would literally leave me. I mean, leave me. Wherever place we at, he would literally leave me. He get drunk and, you know, and he couldn't stand white folks, but you laying up with these white women. So
Mm,
And that's what he dated, white girls. Because the women that we've talked to have been white women.
wow.
yeah, but no,
And
it
I
was
see
over
one
with.
of
I
them in the
mean,
comments. I ain't gonna call her name, but I see one of them in the comments. And if she want to make herself known, she can. I ain't gonna call her name, but
Okay.
she can
uh
attest
uh
to everything Sandra said and more. Because
but it
he
wasn't.
was the cause of somebody getting killed, and he was on the run for that.
Mm,
But I ain't gonna say her name. She's in the comments, but she'll if she want to make herself known, because I'm not in the business of putting nobody out there.
right.
So it's
Can
so
I?
she
I
could.
want to. Can I clear up something too?
Go ahead.
So in her letter, she stated that Quincy Maurice came to the house and Quincy answered the door. Correct? And he Quincy wouldn't allow him to see his daughter. That's what she said
Mhm.
in the
Yeah, and I'm
letter.
gonna I'm gonna post that letter that I was given to read. When we get off of here, I'm gonna post it so everybody can see it, or I'll just go and I'll just get the video and I'll post the
Hmm.
video up.
Well, that's a lie. Quincy, he loved children. He's not gonna. He never ever. What I'm saying, answer my door. What I'm saying. Maurice ain't that incident never happened. I want to clear that up. So her saying that, oh, Maurice telling her that, it's a lie. It's a
Okay.
lie. For one, Maurice he doesn't even know his daughter doesn't even know him, recognize him. She loved on Quincy more than she loved on her own father, because he never came around, and that was his choice.
Okay. Because like a lot of men, if he can't have you, he don't want nothing to do with the children, with the child.
Right. Correct. And I
Okay.
got text messages for that if you need that.
Okay, I want everything.
Okay.
I'm out to get him and his character and who he really was. I'm out to put him on every social media platform and so people can see exactly who he was.
Right.
So, what kind of backlash have you been dealing with, um, Miss Avery? What kind of backlash have you been dealing with from his family, from anybody? What kind of backlash have you been dealing with? Because it seems like a lot of times, like I say, for some reason, I don't know why so many women are wired, and I'm gonna say women because women are the ones who would really protect a man in their wrongdoing. Um, what kind of backlash have you dealt with, either from social media, from his family, or from anybody? What has that been like?
Um, Actually, once I got my property back on my phone, um, Tasha reached out to me on December 27th. She called me two separate times.
Tasha, who?
Um, I
His
His
sister.
sisters, Tasha Martin, Tasha Sassington Martin, his
Okay,
sister,
I just
Marie's
want you.
sister.
I just want you to say her name.
Okay, she called me two separate times on December 27th, twice, hours apart, after I got my property, and that was in January. Um, so I did not return the call. I seen no need for it. Um, but the only one I did get was from Charles. When he made that comment, I'm in protective custody. Um, I just got on social media after this happened, because I want to get it out there that, what he did to me, how he killed my man, how he killed my Quincy. He killed my good thing. That was my good thing. And that's what I told him in them text messages. I'm not leaving my good thing for you. Quincy was my good thing. He took me to a place where nobody ever knew, you know. And when you with somebody and, even though we were together a short period of time, it was just a bond. I can be myself with him. You know, I used to walk in the bathroom when he was shitting. He'll do the same with me. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Excuse my language. But
No, you
he
said
was
you good.
just he took me to a place where, I was comfortable with him. You know, I can be myself. I can feel ugly and still look beautiful to him. So yeah, I miss him a lot.
You
I
and
don't, I
let
don't
me
know.
clarify. You said July. She called on the 27th,
Right.
and I think that's
Twice.
the same day she released a statement to you.
Hmm.
She didn't know if Sandra was dead or alive.
When she sent that statement, she didn't know that she was still alive.
Correct. She called her phone
But she
twice on the
called me.
27th. On
But I was still
December
in
the
ICU on the
27th.
ventilator. Yeah.
She
I
was
was still in
still
ICU
she
in
was
the
still
ventilator.
on the ventilator on life support.
Wow.
She It happened on the 24th. The 27th was that Monday. The 24th, that was that Friday. 25th was that Saturday. 26th. The 27th was that Monday. She said the police kicked in her door. She said the police kicked in her door that I think she said in the statement that 27th, that Wednesday or that Tuesday. The police kicked in her door that Tuesday. She released a statement to you like that Wednesday or so. The police had already notified her what Maurice had done. So the moment he came to her house to eat the gumbo for her
Hmm.
to feed him, she should have said, "Come on, bro. Let's go down here and clear your name if it's not true." That's not what she did. In the statement, she said she asked Maurice, you know anything about this? She said Maurice said no. He came over there and they had gumbo.
So she already knew he was lying.
She already knew the police had already contacted her before they kicked in her door. They kicked in her door because she sent you the pictures of them kicking in her door,
Mhm.
whatever. They kicked in her door that Tuesday. She sent a statement, and the pictures to you that Wednesday.
I'm gonna upload that video tonight.
So, and if people, and let me get this out here too. I've talked to a couple of people down there in Mobile. They felt like it ain't a good idea to do this interview and this and that. We've done everything the right way. Me and my sisters have went to 10, 5, and 15. We've done interviews with everybody. We went on live. We posted. But you know what? Maurice's sister said when I talked to her personally, I said, why would you release a statement to the blogger? She said, because people take her word before they take the police word. She said, people watches her. She said, and his people, her exact words was, his people watch her before they watch the news.
Mm-hmm.
So if people want to know why we coming to you, because you get shit done. It's evident. You get stuff done in Mobile and in Pritchard and in Theodore and in Bessemer and wherever else. It's evident. So don't ask us why we coming to you, because me and my sisters have already did it the right way. We went to the news. We've got several news interviews. They went live for the visual. They called us the next day. We did another interview in front of the house the day after the visual. They called us the next day. We did an interview at Pritchard Police Station. We talked to reporters and people on the phone. We went that route, and evidently that route is not working. Before she could tell her story, we told our brother's story. When they issued a press release calling Maurice as the person armed and dangerous, we took that to the news media. We did another interview about that. So don't tell us coming to somebody's business or Keandra speak. It's the wrong direction. Don't tell us what to do or what to post, because guess what? We did it the right way already. And it's been 3 months. This man is still on the run. My sisters have to live there in Mobile. We don't know if he want to come back.
Right.
This girl is in protective custody. She ain't seen her kids in 3 months. She can't walk outside to go to the store. She can't go check on her baby if she gets sick. It's been 3 months. So don't tell us how to get our story out there. Because Kiki didn't have to give us this platform to share our story. People forgot about it. People told her today, we ain't even never heard about the story, but we've been on the news 4 times. Y'all ain't heard about the story. We've been on the news 4 times. So it's out there now. He's wanted for Maurice Sashington. Is wanted for capital murder and attempted murder, breaking and entry, arson. He's wanted right now. He's not a person of interest. He is the person who did it. Y'all think about that when y'all helping him in Pritchard and in Mobile and in Chickasaw. He's hiding in plain sight. He's hiding in plain sight. And what hurts me the most is his women that's helping him. Women with kids, with families. That's allowing him to drive a car.
With daughters.
With daughters. He had a girlfriend when he did this. He wasn't. Sandra had to move. May. They ain't slept together since April. And that's the God honest truth.
She was done.
Like I told Sandra, it ain't nothing. At this point, we're not ashamed of nothing. You just gotta say what it is. They went on one last trip when she tried to rekindle it. This shit didn't work. So come on. Stop helping him. His family, and a message, and this is my personal message to his sister. It's just one, Miss Martin. Because the other ones I've talked to, they don't want no parts of it. And they not saying nothing.
And I know that for a fact that they don't want no parts of it, because I had family reach out to me that was not in agreement with her making that statement.
So it's you, baby. You keep talking about people saying your name, Charles. It's you. The brother who in the video snorting the cocaine with him, it's you, baby.
Mark.
If y'all ain't, what's his name?
Mark Brown.
If it ain't you, shut up.
Right.
Because if it was my brother, and I love my brother, y'all know I'm a ride or die for mine, especially my little brother. I'm gonna say, bro, go turn yourself in. We're gonna get you the best legal team as we can. But we don't want that heat in our house.
Right.
I had a family member that killed somebody. He came to my house. I said, nephew, we gotta go. We gotta go. And it's the honest to God truth. Come on, let's go on down here and get this dealt with. Because guess what? It's bringing heat to your house. And if you want us to stop mentioning your name, if you want us to stop talking about you, convince your brother, your cousin, your uncle, or whoever he is, convince him to turn himself in. Do it tomorrow. Convince him to turn himself in. Go and make that perp walk. Because you was big enough to kill my brother. My brother didn't have a chance. If my brother had a gun or anything, he didn't have a chance to get to it. My brother going on with his day. The only thing that my brother's last words was what Sandra said. No, man, you ain't got to do this. And I can imagine my brother saying that because that's how he talk. Like, bro, he ain't no fighter. He a lover. He ain't never been no fighter. Me and my sisters always fought his battles. And we going to do it today. He ain't never been no fighter. Can't nobody ever tell you they had a fight with my brother. Nobody.
Everybody ain't had nothing but the good stuff to say. Everybody had. I've heard nothing but positive
he
stuff.
Had just got out of a marriage. He had just got out of a marriage. No shade to Shanda, but he was devastated. He had just got out of a marriage. You think he's trying to die for this?
Right.
Come on now. Come on now, y'all. Help us get this man off the streets, man. My brother ain't gotta be dead for this.
What you
and he loves Chandra, and I'm gonna say he loves Chandra because Chandra said she loved him, but he ain't gotta die for this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Give me 1 second. What you had to say?
I gave you pictures, but let me show y'all what I'm living with. This is what he did to me. This is what he did to me. You see my stomach? Every time I look in the mirror, I'm shot up, y'all. I can't wear no dresses. I can't wear no shorts. I can't wear no shoes. I can't hold my babies. This is what he did to me. This is what I'm going through. I've had nightmares where they had to sedate me. Because I'm thinking this man coming back to kill me. I shouldn't have to live like this. I want to hold my baby. I was potty training her, y'all. Too. Y'all help me get this man off the street so I can live my life with my babies. I want to stop looking over my shoulder. I just want to stop looking over my shoulder. I want to live my life. I may not be able to walk, but I'm telling this story right now. Get more recessions and off the street. I died twice. They called in my family, and then nobody come. Nobody came. But you know what? Quincy family, they've been there on by my side. And I appreciate that. I love y'all for that. This is what I'm going through. Please help me get him off the streets so I can be with my kids. So I can stop having these nightmares. So I can get off all this medication. So they can stop sedating me. I see a therapist, like, you know what I'm saying? Physical therapy or mental therapy. I can't do this no more. He took my man from me. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, no, you don't have nothing to apologize for. This is
I
what I'm
just need
talking about.
y'all help. We had plans. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to go meet his mama for Christmas. He took my good thing. He took Quincy from me. My life would never be the same because of my recession. It would never be the same. Never. This is a constant reminder. These bullets all up and down my body. Not being able to feel your leg. But the most important thing is my babies. My kids have birthdays, and I can't even share it with them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no telling how long it's gonna be. My baby's supposed to be graduating elementary in 2 months. You know, y'all help me get this motherfucker off the street. I can't do this no more. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of the nightmares. You know, I'm tired, y'all. Y'all just help me, please. Turn his ass in.
I want to say to who somebody know where he at. Somebody knows where he is. He ain't being, he's not able to hide as long as he's been hiding without help. Somebody knows where he at. And for the women that are hiding him, please have a heart and help her. Don't nobody deserve to go through this because they choose to move on with their lives and be loved properly. She don't deserve this. How can you as a woman, stand there and make a decision to help a murderer hide from his consequences because of the choices that he made? He made that choice. How can you even feel comfortable as a woman knowing that you got them laying on the side of a murderer because some people saying he with another woman? How can you, ma'am? How can you as a woman lay beside a man that you know that'll blow your brains out? If you need help, get him up off of you, contact me because I don't know your situation. I don't know if you scared to goddamn stop fucking with him because you don't know what he gonna do to you. This is why somebody's business is here. This is why this platform is, it ain't about all the bullshit. It's about this right here. It's about helping. It's about coming together and making shit happen. And he's not going to be found unless we all help him. We want you to pray, but we need you to do. Can y'all do? Share this video, and the way that y'all can help is by sharing this interview, sharing all those pictures and stuff that I put, tell them so that people would know who he is. You don't have to live in Alabama to share it. Because he can go past Alabama. He could be in Florida. He could be in Georgia. He could be anywhere. That's what it's about. She should not be going through what she's going through because of the decision. Oh, that's my brother. That's my cousin. That's my uncle. We need to. No, he did it. He need to pay for what the fuck he did. If you bold enough to put a gun to somebody's fucking face and shoot their brains out, be bold enough to stand in your shit. You did it. You was the big bad wolf then. You did it. Stay in your shit. Whoever is hiding him, call the police. Call me. Hit me up. I hit the police up my damn self and tell them where the fuck he at. Because what you need to know is karma is real. And if you don't want to believe in karma and you believe in the Bible, you reap what you sow. You can hide him today. You can hide him for the next few months or however you want to do it. But somebody, you're going to need somebody to goddamn not hide something for you. You're going to need somebody to open their mouth on your behalf, on your child's behalf. She shouldn't not be able to go to her baby graduation. Everybody know that when your child graduates from kindergarten, that's the first big celebration that you have for your child besides them being born in the world. That's the first thing. That's the first time you see your baby in a cap and gown. Alvita and them shouldn't be sitting here. She shouldn't be sitting here crying and upset about her brother. He should still be here. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. They shouldn't be suffering right now. So for the people who think that somebody's business is a platform that she shouldn't be on, no, she should be here. She's here because she was meant to be here. Because this is not just a news outlet, because this is the news, whether y'all want to accept it or not. This is a place where women come to get justice because we have gotten justice. But I can't do it by myself. Alvita and her family can't do it by themselves. Shanda can't do it by herself. It's going to take all of us. All of us. Ain't no murder going to get solved without the community. We want to solve Miss Grace Carter murder without the community. Everybody poured in tips. I got tips behind them, back to back to back to back to back to back. And in 2 days, the lady who murdered her was in jail. We can do this again. Even on a smaller platform, we can do this again. We done did it time and time again. We can do it again. Yeah. But y'all got to open y'all mouth. You can always give an anonymous tip. Hell, give me the tip. I'm bold enough and big enough to stand right here and say, this where the motherfucker at. Go get him. Just like I did the other lady. Take me. And I have pleaded this, I think, probably on 2-3 videos. Take me out of it. Take your disdain for me out of it. Take that out of it. Because it ain't about Keith. It ain't about me. It's about her. It's about her. This ain't got nothing to do with how y'all feel about me and the platform that they chose to come and tell their story on. It's bigger than me. The whole platform is bigger than me. It ain't about me. I've been figured out ain't none of this about me. It's about y'all. If you see him, if you know where he is, if you know who's harboring him, have a heart and turn that low-down motherfucker in. Because he don't deserve to be breathing air while she held up in a fucking room and can't see her goddamn kids. She had 8 babies come from her womb. God gave her 8 blessings. And she can't even see her kids. And that ain't right. so she could go home and be a mother to her children. Because all the time that's being wasted because y'all want to hire him, she can't get that back.
No.
The only thing she's left with her Quincy is memories. That's it. That's all she got. So I'm asking y'all, and I'm begging y'all, and I'm pleading with y'all. Help me help her. Help me help Alvita. Before we close out this interview, is there anything that you would like to say before we close out? Any one of y'all?
I just want to say, turn them in. Get them off the streets. It's been too long now. My dad is having sleepless nights. My mom is having sleepless nights.
And like you said, your dad beat cancer, but he about to die from this.
He beat cancer, but this shit is worrying him. Because he saw it coming. My sister, my sister Tasha, who spoke to Quincy every day, she was her brother's keeper. We all brothers and sisters, but you know, it was him and her.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day.
My sister Tasha helped him get his lawn business. He cut everybody grass because he had his own lawn service. They called him when they needs. My daddy showed him how to get on the top of the roof and make his own money. He worked at Ranger. All the people for Ranger came out and showed him love because they know him. They was there with him through the thick and the thin. When he went through his own divorce, my brother raised his own kids.
He did.
He raised his twins. They mom, no shade to her if she's watching this, but they mom wasn't in their life. My brother raised them. He raised 2 babies on his own. Jalen, he has a son that is autistic. And when it was time to look at him in his casket, Jalen couldn't even look. Because in my mind, he's artistic. But in my mind,
Micah.
he couldn't phantom that. That's his daddy right there. That he ain't gonna never see again. My brother raised an artistic son on his own.
Which
With
is
the
a
help
testament to
of
the type of
Tasha
character that
and the
he
rest
had.
of the family. Jalen, he got twin boys, Micah and Jalen. Jalen ain't never imagined he had to navigate through life without his daddy. His daddy taught him all he know. Yeah, he with his mama now, but he 19. He finna be 20 years old. He ain't never navigated without his daddy. That's my brother. If y'all know me, y'all know that my brother took his wins and his losses like a man. Because he wasn't perfect. When his marriage went downhill, he took it on the chin like a man. Because he wasn't perfect. When he caught a DUI, I remember when he caught a little case about some damn money at a strip club. He took that shit. He held his head high. He took it like a man. He moved on. He did his whatever, and he took it like a man. He was the drum major. He played in the Windy City Band. This time of year, Mardi Gras is his time of year because they played everywhere. He would sit on his porch and play his trumpet. The whole neighborhood can tell you. He went around the corner to the hit house We grew up together. I told you when I talked to you before, Kiki, Pritchard ain't the Pritchard I knew when I left 17 years ago. It's a different Pritchard now. But the Pritchard I left 17 years ago, Maurice would have been in jail. Period. And I'm Pritchard raised. Pritchard Lane, North Avenue, Wilson Avenue, Blunt High School, Palmer Elementary, Mobile County Training School. I'm Pritchard raised. But this right here, to allow this killer to be gone, to be on the run for 3 months, no, that ain't the Pritchard I came from. I don't even, man, listen, I can't even, it just, like my sister Tasha say, just take my breath away. Like, we used to skip school to go hang out in the village. And we all know where the village is right now. Like, this something different. And I'm asking y'all to turn them in. I ain't never thought I had to wear my brother on the shirt. I ain't never thought I had to wear my brother on the shirt. I ain't never thought I had to tattoo his name on my arm in this fashion. This shit is real. This man took my brother's life. He took my brother's life and he didn't have to. He could have moved on. He had a girlfriend. And that's what bothers me. He had a girlfriend. Shanda know. People who talk to he had an old lady. But he didn't want to let go. I asked y'all to pray for my family, because it ain't easy. My daddy done buried 4 boys, 2 to gun violence. R.I.P. to my brother Dello. Man, this ain't easy. It ain't easy. Like, so please, y'all, please turn him in. Make him be accountable. And I say to his family, I ain't even trying to beef with y'all. My family ain't trying to beef with y'all. But turn him in. Convince him to turn himself in. Because he ain't maneuvering by himself. He right over there in Gulf Village or in Alabama Village or in Pritchard somewhere, Theodore somewhere. They said he was in Theodore, but then we got wind that he was in. People seeing him and calling the police. Pritchard got to do better. Like, Pritchard got to do better. Because how is it possible that people sending you pictures of where they just seen him and you can't go get him? How is it possible? Chandra need emergency housing because she gonna get out soon. She need emergency housing. If it's in the caseworkers, social workers, anybody on here that can help her, she need emergency housing that she can regain her life back. Like it's this is real, y'all. This is real. It ain't I'm gonna say this.
What's the girlfriend's name?
I don't even know the girlfriend name.
We gonna find out. Somebody gonna talk.
Somebody gonna listen. This is real. Like, yeah, that's it. Just turn them in. Turn them in. Cause like I said, my father beat cancer. But this shit is weighing him down. And that's real talk. My sisters are strong as ever. But this is weighing them down. They go-getters. They shouldn't have to deal with this. They shouldn't have to deal with this.
Imagine them bald-headed with no beard.
By and he wear glasses. Chandra, you
Yeah,
got the picture where he wear glasses too. He wear bifocals. The
yeah,
eyewitness said when he came at the house and saw him standing over Chandra shooting her. Let me show y'all the picture. He came at the house and saw. He thought it was Quincy. He said, "Hey Quincy, what you doing?" He looked up. He made eye contact with Maurice. He said he had on bifocals. This Sandra sent us the pictures with him wearing glasses. He looked up and he said, "Oh shit, that ain't Quincy." He said, "Hey man, I'm calling the law." Did you think that stopped him? He kept shooting her. Then he went back in the house to make sure. In my imagination, I'm gonna say allegedly, he went back in the house to
it
make
wasn't.
sure my brother was
It ain't.
dead.
It wasn't. It wasn't allegedly because I seen him walk back in the house. It wasn't allegedly. It's coming from me. I seen him walk back. He walked back in that house like it was his shit.
This is
Yeah.
him. Hold on. That's him with glasses and with eyeglasses. They call him Wolf or something. One of his
Yeah.
ex-girlfriends said that's what they call him in theater, Wolf.
Wolf. Yeah.
I had a
But
better picture.
or you know, I didn't get a chance to say bye. I couldn't go to the funeral because I was fighting for my own life. But I'm gonna tell every woman out here, every man, ma'am, sir, cousin, auntie, whoever, fam, fam or foe, I want to go home to my baby. I'm not even in the fucking state of Alabama. I want to go home to my babies. I need y'all to turn his ass in. I need y'all to turn him in today, not tomorrow. Today.
Today.
I miss my babies. I didn't get a chance to say bye to my man. And please, y'all stop asking me to send y'all pictures of this motherfucker. Because I keep deleting them out my phone. I got to keep recovering them. I don't
You
want
don't have
no
to.
part
You don't have
of the
to.
state.
Don't. Let me tell you something. Don't ask her to send no pictures. All the pictures are on Peace Feeds, Kenyandra
That's
Speak,
right.
somebody's business on Instagram, somebody's business on Twitter, somebody's business on YouTube. He's there. Don't nobody need to bother her, ask her for no picture because every time she got to look at him, you got to know she's suffering from PTSD. This is the hardest thing she had to do. She don't want to keep looking at him and find the pictures of his ass. He needs to get got today.
This the
Yeah.
press release. What Pritchard released.
Send it to me, sis, and I'm and I'll share it.
Okay.
Anything else you have to say, Miss Avery?
I'm good.
Anything else you have to say, Alvita?
No, nothing. I said it out. This is my brother, Quincy. This
It's
is
my
my
baby.
brother. He
With them
lost his
dimples,
life
girl.
to this coward.
Yeah.
I love a man with dimples.
I know,
And
right?
he was a ladies' man. I keep telling Sandra, like, my brother, he was a ladies' man. Yeah. That's it. I said all I think I can say. My sisters are in the comments. That they can say whatever else they wanna say. This him and his
um,
boys. This him and his
wait.
boy. He raised them. Oh, hold on. That's me. Hold on. I want y'all to see the type of daddy he was. He raised his boys. That's him and his boys. Us. They was younger then.
I
That's
do
You
want to
go,
say,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to thank Quincy whole family. In the beginning,
yeah.
y'all had y'all doubts and feelings about me in the beginning because you didn't know. But I do want to thank y'all for supporting me throughout all this. It means so much to me. You just don't know. Because I feel so alone. I'm isolated. You know, it's like I'm in prison. And since they, took me out of state, I'm not able to, my son was able to come see me and I can't, you know what I'm saying? I need a hug. I need a drink. But I need a hug. But y'all been supporting me. Y'all been inboxing me. You better call me every day and encourage me. Because at one point I wanted to take my own life. No doubt. But this has been hard, you know. But I'm going to hold on to my memories of him. That's all I got. That's all I got. But I want to thank y'all so much. Because y'all didn't have to bring me in. Y'all didn't have to say I'm part of the family, especially his mama. And he told me he had a crazy family, and I was kind of scared to meet y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I thank y'all for just supporting me because it means a lot right now.
Before we end this live, somebody in the audience said in this interview with a prayer. Um, I am a praying woman. I'm a cussing woman, but I'm a praying woman. And right now, I just want everybody, to bow their heads and we gonna pray. We gonna pray and we gonna decree and declare that it's done. Father God, we come to you the best way we know how. We come to you humble. We come to you with full hearts. We come to you with sorrow and sadness that only you can heal. Father God, I ask you that you touch Miss Avery. I ask you that you touch Alvita and make them strong and give their family strength to incur the loss of Quincy. We ask that you strengthen and heal Chandra's body. We ask that you touch her from the top of her head to the sole of her feet. Lord, we speak life and life more abundantly to her. Father God, we ask that you make a way, that you touch people's heart, the people that are hiding and aiding and abetting him. Father God, we ask that they see this video and that something inside of them instantly changes. And they call the police and they say enough is enough. We're not gonna hide you no more. We're not gonna sit here and put our own lives in danger. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna do what's right and we're gonna turn him in. God, I ask you right now to just touch. We ask you, we come to you, we ask you if you really exist, and I believe you do. I'm asking you because only you can touch the heart of man. She has done everything that she can do. His brothers and sisters and their family, they've done everything that they can do. She can't be around her children. God, we asking that you just heal her broken heart. Heal her mind first and foremost, because every tragic moment that she has to relive, it's in her mind. We ask you to mend her mind, touch it and clear it, give her happiness and peace again. And Father God, she cannot find peace. His family cannot have peace until this man is off the street. She tired of looking over her shoulders, God. She tired of walking in fear, God. She's isolated from everybody. She can't get a hug. She can't get a touch. She can't get human touch. She can't get a kiss. She can't hold her children. We asking that you step in and you intervene. We asking that God that you put it on the hearts of everybody that sees this video and that's at the sound of my voice. We asking that you touch their hearts and let them share this video, to share all the posts that I made, because only us. You give us the tools and we have to use them. You give them to us. You've given us social media. You've given us a news outlet. You've given us everything that we need to bring him to justice. And we asking you right now to let that be so. Me and her broken heart. Me and her family's broken heart. They don't deserve this. Give them peace that passes all understanding. Because right now, the only person that can give them understanding in this situation is you. It was nonsense. It didn't make sense. I want to pray for all the women right now that are suffering in silence and putting on a brave face when they go to work, when they go to school, when they go to meetings, when they just living their everyday life, when they go to their family gatherings, that's putting on a brave face and they're staying in a relationship because they scared to leave. You said that you did not give us the spirit of fear. Give them please help them walk away. Give them the strength to walk away. Let them see this video and let them know that there's always warning before destruction, and this right here could be their very warning to save their own lives. We asking you all these things in your son Jesus' name, to whoever you pray, because everybody on here is not religious. Whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, whoever you believe wakes you up every day and move mountains in your life. We asking all these prayers in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
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 So
Thank
I
you.
do want to say, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm still showing pictures of my brother and his
Go ahead.
happiness, but Sandra has a GoFundMe. Sandra, you want to tell them about that? Because
Yes.
she need all.
Yes. The GoFundMe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has a GoFundMe. And it's on her page. I'm going to share it from her page to my page and to all my platforms. I need for you guys, once I share it on my page, I need for you guys to donate. Obviously, she can't start over with nothing. She can't work. She has 8 children that she's responsible for. When she leaves, she needs to be able to get on her feet. She need our help. We can donate to bullshit. Let's help her. Let's open our pockets. Now I'm finna be the first one to open mine. Let's open our pockets and let's help her because she need our financial help. We can pray, we can love on her, we can do all that, but love is what love does, and love is the action. We need y'all to open them pocketbooks up. A lot of y'all taxes and drop. A lot of y'all watching this video high because you got them good taxes back, so you smoking that good gas. We need for y'all to open them pockets up. That's what she needs. She gonna need help. She need help being getting established. If anybody wanna Sandra, you let me know what size your children wear. You let me know what your baby need. You let me know what your children need, and we're gonna get it done. Anything that she needs, we need to stand in the gap. This is standing in the gap. So I'm gonna share her GoFundMe and donate, y'all. Donate, donate so that when she gets out of protective custody, she can get gone because she gonna have to get ghosts. She ain't gonna be able to hang around Mobile if this man still walking the street. She gonna have to relocate, and we gonna have to help her. It's us.
And if you got connection with housing.
Yes. Anybody that can help her with housing, you already know the conversation me and you had. Yeah. Anybody that can help her with housing or anything. Yeah. She needs it. She needs everything. I'm gonna share the GoFundMe, and when I share that GoFundMe, I need y'all to donate. I don't want nobody to sit there and read it and then all that. I need you to help. Because if it was y'all won't help. And you never know when it's gonna be your day. Today might be her day, and tomorrow could be yours. And you're gonna need some help because can't nobody do this alone. Is there anything else that anybody else want to say before we close this interview out?
One more thing.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to say.
So I got a call from Detective Hathaway from Pritchard Police Department. Maurice had been back in my house at Chickasaw Housing. So now Chickasaw Police Department has cameras up around surrounding my home. So that's why my kids can't be there. That's why we're all in protective custody. That's why I'm out of state. So yeah, that's the reason why I need to be gone out of Alabama.
Right.
Yep. And thank you too, Kiki. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because we couldn't do this without you. And you know, I believe God does everything for a reason. I had never met you. I have never seen your videos, but when his sister released that statement to you, I even said to my dear, like, I like her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so thank you so much for opening up your platform for us. I don't care what nobody feel. I rock with you because at the end of the day, I Kiki and all that when I watch Debbie Smith doing dress reviews. You know what I'm saying? I think the only thing different is it might be somebody you know. But we still laugh at the other ones. So keep doing what you're doing. I see how you got that lady justice for her family. You know, I see what you're doing because I know your heart is pure. So thank you so much for opening. This is your platform. Thank you
Right.
so much for opening up your platform because you didn't have to do that. You could have said, you know what? I'm done with Pritchard. I'm done with Mobile. I ain't dealing with them no more. So
I
y'all
did
gonna have to
say
move
it, and then
on.
2 days later, I had to eat my words.
I heard that. So like I'm really, really thankful that you felt it in your heart to say, okay.
My heart is for people. I love people.
Yeah.
I love people. I love y'all. I say it all the time. I love everybody that love me. You know, and they're no matter how pissed I get and have to cuss everybody, because I've been on a rampage today. You know, I've been on a rampage today. I've been mad at the whole Mobile today. I've been mad because my platform had got taken down. I knew I had this show coming up, and I'm like, this why the fuck somebody's business. This why I grew my platform. But you know what? Like y'all say, God do everything for a reason. And if I can get 30,000 videos off of, and I ain't got but 3,000 followers over here, and I can get 30,000 views, we can make this video right here go viral and get his face everywhere that it needs to go. I believe that, and I know that. And anytime y'all need me for anything, Miss Avery, anytime you got my phone number. Anytime you need me for anything, and you know I got your back. I got your back, I'm
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
You gotta do but call me. You
Yes,
gotta do but
ma'am.
call me. Ain't never phone call away. Trust me, my arms they reach a long way. They reach a long ways. But I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I love everybody that came on here, you know, to support her. I love you. I love you. Thank y'all for trusting me with this story. Thank y'all for uh, um, understanding that I was going to do it with integrity and love because that's where it's coming from. It's not for clout. It's not for views. It's not. We need the views because we need the space out there. But that ain't what I do this for. I do this because I genuinely love people. I genuinely love women. I love women so much. I would have got me one. I with my fan in. Okay. Okay. so,
So you and
uh,
them fans, girl.
so, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on here. Thank you for being
Yes,
so
ma'am.
brave and so honest. We love you. You got some people that got your back. You got some people praying for you and rooting for you, and we gonna make shit shake. Cause this ain't gonna the campaign don't stop after the day. I'm gonna be on his ass every chance I get every day. We gonna share this shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna until he is brought to justice.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
But as usual, I love y'all. I love everybody that love me. I fucks with everybody that fuck with me. And if you don't, bye bitch. And that's on motherfucking period. Y'all have
You too.